Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Our
5
final game of the day for
remaining.
Dota Pit League, Season number 2, a Group B matchup between Team Secret as well as
Reserve
Hellraisers. It's been a long-winded day with some interesting and exciting matches, mostly off the back end of Hellraiser's roster. These guys, they're the real freaking deal, let me tell you what. Goric, goddamn Artez, Dread, and Affinninja playing ridiculously well to get them to this point. They've taken a game off of Cloud9, and already they've taken a game off of Secret. A lot of people are turning their heads, and these guys are quite good. Honestly, watching them play has been quite exciting. My name is Moth. Thanks for joining us here for the last game of the day. I hope you guys have a coffee or some food by you just to enjoy this last one. With me is going to be our statsman today, Motpax, and providing us all of the information. And, of course, my co-caster, the legend, F4L. What's up, man?
What's up?
Not much.
So, pretty excited for game 2 of this series. Hellraiser able to pull out the upset in the first game. Be interesting to see. I think Secret will be a bit more motivated in this game, maybe. Want to pull out that win. But at the same time, they are going to ban out their own Elder Titan. So,
Dire
three
team
of
pick.
their trinity of first picks are all banned out.
Very surprised by that decision coming out from Secret. Maybe they said, hey, listen, we can't get away with picking the Elder Titan every game. It's clear that, while it's good, it's not going to win us every game. We got to try something different. And Hellraisers go back to more of the same. They pick up the Death Prophet, which helped them win the last game. But he had to rough them early. So I think Artez and the rest of the squad made enough
10
room
seconds
for
remaining.
Affinninja to be effective. And now Team Secret have to decide, all right, well, they
5
banned out the
seconds
AO.
remaining.
We've banned out the Elder Titan. What's our choice here?
Reserve time.
So they're up against the Death Prophet. I think we might see something entirely different this game. Maybe it could still be the Furion, I think, since the Tidehunter is banned, or possibly even the Timbersaw. I expect in this first phase we might see... It's going to be a Doom and Ancient Apparition, so it's going to be that
Radiant's team
offlane Doom for Simba. A hero that is sort of slowly made his way back into the metagame. Basically saying, hey look, I'm still probably the strongest hero in the late game, aside from, I suppose you could make a couple arguments that maybe like Naga is stronger, but Doom an exceptionally strong late game hero once he gets that Ags and Refresher. And they're going to combo that with the
10
Ancient
seconds
Apparition, one of the
remaining.
best late game scaling supports. And just an
5
overall
seconds
obnoxious
remaining.
hero to play against.
Misery played the Ancient Apparition in game number 1 for Cloud9,
Reserve
and
time.
I think that was the best usage of the hero I've seen in some time, where he was just comboing Ice Blast with the rest of his team. He's like shooting Jays, like just throwing them up, and just they were draining shots left and right.
Radiant
So Ancient
team
Apparition,
banned.
a good choice, I think, for Secret if they can get off the same sort of Ice Blasts. And you talked about the Doom, obviously, very good. You have an R button, that's all you really need is your R button. And just having a good start. So if Simba can get off to a fast start, they might be able to really
10 seconds remaining.
put some pressure on Hellraisers with that Doom. Maybe even an early Blink Dagger as well. But
5
Vengeful Spirit picked up for
seconds
Hellraisers.
remaining.
The second ban phase is going to go underway. Guys, I want to remind you, this is, of course, Dota Pit. We have a ticket,
Reserve
$9.99 in the Dota store. Of course, comes with a beautiful Lich set called Sorcerer of the Black Pool. And 12.5%, I think, will go to the prize pool. So some of your money will be used for the greater
Radiant
good
team
and
ban.
helping these players out and making sure they can do this for a living. And so far, it's been an exciting Group B because if you look at Hellraisers, they were sitting at 2-6 before the arrival of this new squad. So it's a bit unfortunate that
10 seconds remaining.
before the new squad reformed, they lost some games. They might be in a
5
better
seconds
position had they had this
remaining.
roster from the get-go. So they're not out of it, obviously, but they still have a lot of work to be done. And a
Reserve
2-0
time.
against Secret would really help them in that situation.
Yeah, it certainly would. And probably give them a lot of boost to their confidence as well, if they're able to come out with a 2-0 victory today.
No, it's not going to be easy. This is not.
Dire
This is
team
not an easy
ban.
team to beat. Again, we talked about the veteran presence. They've got a lot of it.
When
Radiant
Team
team
Secret are
pick.
actually going to go with the Slark pick this game. And Hellraisers do pick up that Vengeful Spirit second, going to provide them with some nice negative armor to combo with the Death Prophet, as well as having that nice defensive swap capability to keep the Death Prophet alive.
The fear for the Death Prophet, though, this game, a Doom could easily come her way, and, well, that'll make her pretty much useless unless she gets her Exorcism off beforehand. So,
10 seconds
DP considered one of the
remaining.
better heroes against Doom, though, just because you can Exorcism before you get doomed.
5
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
comes down to timing and making sure you didn't get caught out. Another Enigma for Hellraisers, and goddamn, had a
Dire
pretty good
team
one last
pick.
game. And he didn't hit any big black holes, but there were plenty of solo black holes that probably won them the game in the end. I like the Zeus pickup, though, coming
Radiant
out from
team
Secret.
pick.
Whether this is support or this remains to be seen as a core, we'll have to wait and see. More than likely a core. This gives them a lot of global presence with the AA Ice Blast, with the Zeus coming in, and Slark kind of roaming around and being, a Slark and just killing people, so that's a good choice for Zeus, or for Team Secret, rather, pick up the Zeus.
Yeah, I really like the Zeus pickup.
10
Really
seconds
strong hero
remaining.
right now. It gives you can get a lot of information from the
5
ult. You
seconds
can
remaining.
find some pickoffs with the Slark and the ult from Zeus, and it just
Reserve
gives you a
time.
lot of overall damage.
Very cool, this.
Hellraisers
10
are going to
seconds
respond by picking
remaining.
up that Enigma for the third time today.
5
They've won their
seconds
other two
remaining.
games after getting into the late game. He hasn't really had good early game performances, but
Dire team
definitely
ban.
playing very well in that late game with the decision making.
Centaur picked up immediately afterwards for Hellraisers. So this is going to be... They have a lot of early game pressure here. They have the global presence from the Stampede, which is pretty good. Not only to
10
get the Enigma in
seconds
position, but Death
remaining.
Prophet can just run over you if you have Stampede going.
5
There's a lot of
seconds
team fight for
remaining.
both of these squads. No real late game carry for Hellraisers yet. Artez can play a lot of
Reserve
heroes.
time.
Maybe not the PA, even though they won that game. Maybe don't give her that hero, though. Don't give her that hero,
Radiant
but we'll see.
team ban.
Yeah, and honestly, both of these heroes are pretty good response to this Slark pick. The Enigma has the AoE Black Hole as well as Midnight Pulse, Centaur having that AoE stun, and you really want to make sure that you have these AoE disables when you're playing against Slark, just so that you
10
can
seconds
throw them
remaining.
into the Shadow Dance.
So Slark might have to play a bit more passively
Dire
into these
team
AoE
pick.
abilities, otherwise he's going to get caught out. Ah, yes, the Disruptor pick
Radiant
coming out from
team
Secret. A smart choice, especially when going up against heroes that have Stampede, excessive movement speed. It's very good against a global strategy as well. And Static Storm, in all honesty, is pretty solid. He's very good early on. Once the BKBs come out from Hellraisers, though, this becomes maybe a bit of an issue. But I think this hero is criminally underused in tournaments, so
Well, he is one of those heroes that has issue
10
from playing from
seconds
behind.
remaining.
And so teams are sometimes a bit more reluctant to pick these kind
5
of heroes.
seconds remaining.
He has a tendency to where he'll either be like 5, 1, and 10, or he'll be like 0, 1, 10, or he'll just start feeding out of control and die 5 or 6 times, or even obviously more than that at some point.
Becomes a bit of an issue, but he's so good in the laning phase with Glimpse, with Kinetic Field, and even Thunderstrike, which is really good nuke, that if you can get off to that fast start, and like you said, he can roll. He can certainly roll. So, Spectre last pickup for Artez. This is another hero that I've yet to see him play, but it seems like he's got the backpack when it comes to heroes that he can just pick up and go to work with. So that's what they're going to have for Hellraisers. The Spectre will give them even more of a global presence now. A lot of global versus global here. It's the name of the game.
10
So they're going to have the
seconds
Haunt
remaining.
and the Stampede against the Zeus Ultimate and the Ancient
5
Apparition Ult.
seconds remaining.
So it'll be interesting to see which wins out in the end. I think